Hi everybody, I'm Dave Stevens with NuWay. I'm the business development rep here, and this morning we have...
Sarah Cockerham, and I'm a NuWay customer out of Westernport.
Awesome. So she's one of our 5-star reviews, and we're going to just go over some questions with you today, if that's okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Sounds good.
How did you find out about NuWay?
I was in the middle of the Westernport flood that happened. I had over 21 inches of water in my lower level, and all of the girls in our office, there are 9 of them, were praying and rooting and supporting me through that process. And I was about 4 days in, and a coworker said, who's helping you with cleanup? And I was like, I'm doing it myself. And she said, you are absolutely crazy. You need to call NuWay. And I was like, what's that? And she was like, that big, bright building in town that you pass every day. And I was like, oh.
That one.
And she said, I've been using them for years. They've been cleaning my carpets because of the dogs. And they do restoration. And I was like, what's restoration? And I was completely clueless. I'd never had that experience before. So I called them up. I spoke to this absolutely wonderful young lady named Tiffany, who took all of my information, and she said that she would have somebody call me back. And and that's when I spoke to Carnie, and I talked to, and I say their first names like they're people that I know, because it's truly how they were. They were just so genuine and kind and present. And I needed that. I needed that because it was hard to see your home and everything be gone.
Just be crumbled. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, you're totally fine. I'm glad that we were able to come and help you with that situation. And
within 24 hours, literally within 24 hours, Carney shows up with all this stuff. I mean, fans and air cleaners, and he was impressed by the amount that I had done myself. I'm kind of a go-getter, and I did some research online, and my dad is a surveyor in town, so he's had a lot of experience working in and out of people's homes, and so he made some suggestions, but Carney came in and just...
It was go time from there, wasn't it?
It was. It happened so fast.
We have some of the most, I would say, excellent professionals, but the most tender, loving people that are passionate about what they do. So that makes really all the difference in the world. People like Carnie or Tiffany that answer the phone and make sure that you feel like we're on the way. We're coming.
Yeah.
You know, you're not stuck. It doesn't have to stay broken.
Right.
It's coming. You know, we're gonna get you fixed.
And I'll tell you, the thing that I appreciated the most in that moment was the genuine care and concern for our health and well-being in that environment. Because the first couple of days, my son and I, obviously we were displaced, but that was my mom's living area. The entire lower level was where she lived, and so she couldn't stay. And he said, I want to help make this safe for you so we can get your mom back home.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure that you and your son aren't breathing in toxicities.
Right.
And like that, it just blew my mind, because one, I didn't know that was possible. And so I feel like, I know I keep saying that was one of the most important things, but there were so many important things. The education that he provided, your packet is phenomenal. Like everything that he said, it wasn't like rehearsed. It was genuine from his heart. He knows what he's doing. He is truly an expert. And he shared like the heart and the passion of the owners, which I really appreciated. Like this isn't just a business. It's their career. It's what they do, and they believe in it, and they know it, and they're experts. And I was sold from the get-go. I had called 2 or 3 other companies because I didn't know. There was not a question that I was going to go somewhere else. I knew I wanted NuWay, and I said, I'm ready to start when you are.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for all of that faith in us. I think there's a lot to be said there about being an extension of the love that we're shown. It starts from the top. So we have really awesome owners, Bill and Chip, and they take a lot of time and a lot of effort into just people development, not just work or trying to, be the absolute best or top in the class. We're out there for people. So to be an extension of that love to our customers, that's one of the highest compliments I think anybody could receive. So thank you for that.
Yeah,
and that's one of the things that I strive for, even in business development, is to represent them in a way that I'm just an extension of their hand.
Yeah.
I want them to see the best parts of what we do here every day. So.
Well, it's evident from the very first person that I talked to, even to this process today. It's very evident. You put, what do they say? You put your money where your mouth is, or whatever.
Yeah, sure. That's exactly right.
Did you know 85% of financial success comes from soft skills abilities and only 15% from our technical abilities? SuperTech U was created by longtime restoration pros Eric Sprague and Larry Wilberton. Their daily 3 to 5 minute videos train your entire company on the soft skills they need to make your business thrive. Plus, your entire team earns IICRC CEC credits, all for about the cost of 1 tank of gas.
To get more information about SuperTech University and receive a special 6-lesson e-course on in-home sales, go to supertechu.com/podcast offer. Again, get your free in-home sales training at supertechu.com/podcast offer.
What happened to your house before you ended up calling NuWay? In detail, what did it look like? The disaster.
My gosh. I had come home from work, obviously, after multiple phone calls of crisis from my mom and my son and my cousin, who works for the Department of Transportation down there. And he was saying, like, the water is over the dam. It's crested and it's coming and it's fast and you need to get out of there. It's not safe. I was wading in knee-high water with frogs swimming in my lower level. Ooh. Trying to get my mom's medicine. The lights were on and flickering, and I'm like, I'm gonna be electrocuted with the frogs. Like, we're gonna go down.
That's terrible.
It was just the reality. The water was coming up out of the drain. It was insane. I didn't get direct flooding from the river. It was all coming up from the floor drains in the lower level, because it's like a split level, so partially underground and partially above. So the windows are like ground level. Mm-hmm. And there was no water coming in there. It was coming up. So 21 inches, I think, is what Carnie had measured at the highest level of water.
Gotcha.
It damaged drywall, electrical outlets. We had furniture, cabinets, vanities, toilet showers. I lost it all. A fireplace, a gas fireplace. So trash cans were floating and just dumped garbage everywhere. So it was scary. And just hearing, like, I had no idea. I think he said, like, cat something water coming in, which is like the sewage. Mm-hmm. So.
Wow. Yeah, that would probably be a cat. Cat is a measurement of the toxicity of the water. Mm-hmm. So whatever he would have measured at that point, it would have told you how safe or unsafe it would be to be around or to touch or whatever. So with all the bad stuff said, let's talk about the after. Let's talk about what it looked like before versus after. What was your final product, and how did you feel about it?
So the thing that came to mind immediately, I have to share this because it was a little comical. I had to leave for an appointment, and I came back, and Carnie had warned me that it would be contained. Mm-hmm. And in my mind, containment, like
maybe some yellow tape.
Yeah, like the caution
flashing
tape,
lights. Yeah.
But I came in, and he literally created a bubble in my lower level, which you can see from the entrance level. So I look, and I'm like, all of a sudden, I walk in, and I hear this zipper, and his little head pokes out, and he's like, "Hey, we got it done!" Oh dear God, I was rolling because we needed a laugh.
Sure.
Because it was just so much stress, and so just that comical little moment of him being silly to say, "I know you need to be going up and down inside your home, and I don't want you to have to be running around." Just the level of consideration, kindness, humor. I mean, he cried with me, he laughed with me. It was just a beautiful experience. So I don't want to forget the middle because it's so valuable and important, especially for me. I'm such a relatable human. I'm not like one of those, I don't like people. I'm not one of those. I'm pretty social, and it was just really great. Like he just rolled with that. So then that brings me to the after product. When he came back to test the floor, he tested levels on the concrete and the boards, made sure that the crew that came in that did the demo, that everything was taken out and it was cleaned up and it was a clean slate, and they had taken all the garbage and trash away, all of the
almost
damaged
as if it never happened.
It was wild. I remember my son and I coming in, and my son was just a few months short of 18, and he whoa.
Yeah.
Because it was so fast. I mean, and I'm literally talking in a span of 3 or 4 days. It was wild. And then the air purifiers, the smell was so bad after those that when we finally got back in,
right,
that it was I was burning incense and wax burners and candles and anything I could to get the smell out. I had no idea that it was toxic to us, of course, until he shared. But there was no odor whatsoever. And it was impressive. It was absolutely impressive.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Let's talk about the personal impact, and then we'll close. Looking back, what part of the whole experience are you most grateful for?
The team. The team. I mean, yes, I'm grateful for the work in my home, but the team is what made the difference. I would not want to have gone through that whole experience. That was truly traumatic. I had nightmares for months. I would not have wanted to go through that with mean or rigid people.
Sure.
When I
jaded
say,
people that didn't want to be there.
Exactly.
Right.
When I say from the top to the bottom, from every person that I talked to through the end, even the couple of fellas that came, and I wish I could remember their names, I can see their faces, that came and did the demo and cleaned everything up. They were wonderful. I had gone down, do you guys want something to drink, something to eat? They worked so hard. No ma'am, thank you. So polite and so kind. They shared with me what they were doing, apologized for making noise. I'm like, my goodness, do not even apologize. Please just do what you need to do. Just phenomenal. To Carnie wrapping it up, to Tiffany dealing with the stupid insurance. That was the other thing I didn't even mention. Carnie, if it weren't for Carnie's education in the beginning, I would not have known that I needed to ask the questions that I needed to ask so that my insurance would cover what they needed to cover.
Sure.
And if it hadn't been for Tiffany advocating with me and for me, I don't even know if they would have paid NuWay like they should have. And so I'm just really grateful for the open communication, the transparency. It was beautiful. I felt like I knew what was going on every step of the way, every day, in and out. And that's why I gave the review that I did, because it was a positive experience from the beginning to the end. I couldn't say anything more.
Wow. That is probably the best description I think we've ever gotten. That's quite the compliment. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We appreciate you coming on today, and we look forward to, if you ever need us in the future, we're definitely going to be here for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
One last question. Would you continue using NuWay service?
Heck yes. And every single person that I talk to, even, it's funny because I didn't have any carpets, but that was the reason I was referred. So anytime somebody says, oh, my dogs, I'm like, you should call NuWay. I feel like a ridiculous commercial sometimes because I get so excited because I want to send people your way because I know they're going to have a good experience.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, this has been an awesome, very heartfelt episode, and we're glad that you stayed to the end and watched. Tune in probably next week or so, and we'll have another 5-star review on the way. Thank you so much. Have a great day.